Been triggered into a long trade for BNB. Has the major reversal occurred that we've been waiting for? Today is day number 27 of Follow Me on BNB, and we're going to look at the trade, but the real macro viewpoint as well. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jagir. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity. My book's over there. How to Invest Like a Pro, featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008, where I only used to focus on currencies, but now exclusive on cryptocurrency. So let's dive straight in. So first things first, I am launching something new and exciting to my private community. It's called R15 Crypto Gym for the BNB coin. We're going to have other workouts as well, and it's for me to help you increase your financial health, and it's all going to be through the convenience of Telegram. So it's very, very exciting. And one of the main things that my community and most people have trouble with is trading, doing technical analysis. So imagine if I could do the technical analysis for you. So here's my trading chart on the top left-hand corner, and I've created something called a view only, where you can copy and paste and put it into your own trading view so you can see exactly what I see. So in other words, when you see me do an ABC correction, on your chart would also show an ABC correction. When I see a high probability of going short on a swing low, and to confirm an alternate price projection, these are some key fundamentals, because sometimes everything is difficult before it's easy. And this is one of the key things that I want to bring to the table on helping individuals move their trading to the next level. So if you're interested, there's a certain way to get involved, is take my foundation course, because I'm bringing these kind of setups to my private community with the crypto gym, especially with the crypto gym. The last trade, or one of the last trades, this is one of the ones we actually posted as well on the Follow Me, was 300% risk reward, profits locked in a logical, mechanical way. So take my free Elliott Wave and Fibonacci Masterclass, which is in the description link below, because it's the foundation to everything that I do. And if it kind of takes your fancy, then join the community, and then you have opportunities to join the crypto gym, because we're doing some exciting things. All right, now let's jump into a live BNB chart. So let me go to this over here. Let me pop this open, and let's go to this. I'm going to go to a live chart over here. All right, let's do a quick recap with BNB. We've been following this for 27 days. Today's number 27. The first things first, top left-hand corner, weekly chart is deeply oversold, meaning we're likely to see sideways to up for quite a few weeks. Right? That's the probability, right, in terms of momentum. Then we're going to go into a daily chart, which is the top right. I'm going to just quickly zoom out, quick recap. We are what looks like forming the end of a major correction, nearly a 1-year correction, ABC. And we're likely, not guaranteed, right? Probability is never certainties, that this may be the low, and then we're going to go on to see all-time new highs. So yesterday, what we said, if I now zoom in, if I zoom right the way in, and by the way, one of the benefits, the key benefits of the crypto gym is when I'm doing content on YouTube, I can only really cover daily charts, because there's going to be more intricate stuff on a day-by-day or within the day where we can get better entry points. And I'm going to show you a particular example of the key benefits on what makes the biggest difference long-term, medium and long-term. All right, so what we said yesterday is we got a daily bullish reversal on the momentum. That's in conjunction with the weekly momentum. So we've got two time frames saying that we should be seeing new highs, right? This low should hold. We had pattern on multiple degrees and so on and so forth. So we said a good entry would be on the 1 bar high, on the previous 1 bar high, go long with your stop loss below the swing low. Now I actually got a better order than this because of the intraday data, and I would have posted this in the crypto gym group, the members of the crypto gym. But what I wanted to kind of show you is, what do we expect to happen? Because then we're gonna dive into some of the minutia, right? Some of the detail. All right. So if this market unfolds as anticipated, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about all-time new highs. All-time new highs. So what we're gonna look at is, what should you be doing and waiting for the minimum expectation? Well, it's best practice to assume that you're wrong. And what that means is, rather than assuming that it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a whole big sequence, let's just assume we're wrong. Let's just say this is a move to the downside, and the minimum expectation is an A, B, C. So this little note that I've made here, and my crypto gym members, they've got access to this chart. So as you saw at the beginning. So the note here says, Unit 1 is insurance. Look for an exit at this point. So we just assuming that we're wrong, and then we want to ride the profit for the rest of the wave. So now what I'm going to do is, I know I covered a lot of detail there, right? But by the way, anyway, Fibonacci Masterclass is in the description link below. It's phenomenal, and you have an opportunity to buy this course. It's at a major discount right now. Join the community. We're doing some very, very cool things, especially with the crypto gym. But here's the crypto gym where it takes it to the next level, right? So I would have then jumped into an hourly chart, right? Hourly chart to see, okay, this blue arrow, these two blue arrows are the daily chart where we said go long and where to put our stop loss. However, on the daily chart, there was a particular pattern, hourly chart, there was a particular pattern unfolding yesterday that I would have shared with my crypto gym members. And it was this. It's called an ending fifth wave diagonal. An ending fifth wave diagonal. It's the only condition where overlapping waves are acceptable is an ending fifth wave diagonal. And this looked like to be the end of that fifth wave diagonal. So we said, actually, rather than waiting to go long up here at this blue arrow, all the way up here, what we could do is go long on a swing high. If I just change it to closing data, you can see there's a swing high over here. This will be a logical entry point with your stop loss down here, much tighter. And now we're going to do a comparison in just a second of if the market unfolds, what will be the profit difference if we entered on the daily, or if we manage to enter like this on the intraday data, on the hourly chart. We're going to do that in just a second. But what's happened now is the market has triggered us in. Let me just get rid of these lines so you can see it a bit clearer. The market moved up, triggered us in, made a bit of a correction, and then moved right away up. And we're now in profit. Now, because the market moved up, we've now adjusted our stop loss from down here. Originally, the stop loss was down here. We've now moved it to the closing of this swing high. When I say closing, I mean this swing high over here. And the reason being is, I always ask the question, what should the market not do if it's going to continue? Well, it shouldn't overlap into the previous swing high, which is this over here. It shouldn't overlap. So that is a logical place to put our stop losses. Now we're guaranteed a profit on this trade. Guaranteed a profit. It's only a small profit. But we expect higher highs to be made. So now let's just do a comparison, because I want to get this thinking across. Because sometimes you want to have the skill set to enter into a lower degree time frame to get a tighter stop loss. And even though you're still risking 2 or 3%, because you're getting in tighter, the profits are going to be much different if you manage to ride the full trade. So let's just assume for a second that is a very successful trade. And let's just say the market rides up to $400. Right? And let's say we manage to make that profit. But now let's do a before and after, or comparison. Comparison number one. I think this will let me do this. Let's just do it like this. It's going to be, we went long over here. Went long over here. And let's just say we did make these profits. This will make sense in just a second. I want to make this very clear to you. Let's say we managed to ride this trend up until this point here. What would have been the multiple? Would have been a 10 times multiple, right? 10 times multiple, meaning if you risk 3%, you make 30%. So if you had, let's just say, let's keep the math really simple. Let's say you had 10 grand in your starting account and you're risking 3% to find out if you're right. And let's say you managed to ride the whole trend and you made a 10 times multiple, means you'll make 3 grand. So that's 30% of your entire account size. Hopefully that makes sense. I know I did that math fast. But it's 30% of your entire account size. And you just want to be trading these consistently. But what if we got in on the daily chart, right? The daily chart. And by the way, this is risk-free now. So the worst case scenario in this particular trade that we've actually taken is that we break even. So now let's just do another one. Let's see if it lets me do 2. It does. Yes, great. I'm going to go on this swing high over here. Let me just do that again. Let's do that again. This will make sense to you in just a second. Right, let's just say we went long on this swing high and our stop loss was in the same position down here. And let's just say we managed to ride the trade on the daily chart. What will be the difference between scenario 1 and scenario 2? Well, the difference would be almost half. It's like a 5 times multiple. 5 times multiple. In other words, what most people don't understand, I'm hoping, I don't know if I'm making it clear over here, is when we entered on a daily chart, we got a tighter stop loss. It still represents 3%. I trade with 3% risk, 3%. But because it's a tighter stop loss, it means the multiples, if the trend unfolds as anticipated, is going to be higher. And here is a larger stop loss in terms of the distance is larger, but it still represents 3%. So what I'm saying is, if you're risking $1,000, let's just say, in your trade, and you make a 10 times multiple, well, that's $10,000 in profit. But if you've got a wider stop loss and you're risking $1,000 and you make a 5 times multiple, you're making $5,000. So what is good practice is when you see a high probability setup on a daily chart, let's just keep it simple. We saw a bullish reversal on the momentum. Right, we saw this bullish reversal and we said, all right, on the next daily 1 bar high, we can take a long trade. But before we do, if you've got the time, let's just drop down into a lower degree time frame, which here is the hourly chart. And this is what I do with the crypto gym, because I can post certain things during the day and give you access to the charts, because then you can just see exactly what I'm talking about, because we're just looking for high probability setups. And by the way, what does elite look like? The best traders on the planet only expect to be right 5 times out of 10. 5 times out of 10, that's what elite looks like, just so you're clear as well, because a lot of people think you need to be right, 10 times out of 10 or something along those lines. So now let's just go here. So what we did here, I know I'm looping this, but it's an important point, is let's just clean this up, is rather than entering on this over here, we managed to get much tighter to the market and enter all the way down here. And what that means for us is that we get risk-free faster and we can potentially make double the profits. It does take a little bit more work because it's intraday data, but you can set price alerts and you can do different things to make it very, very convenient for you. So right now, if you entered on the daily chart, which is still a good entry, you'll be running at a loss because you would have been triggered into the trade here, and the trade is currently running at a loss, but we anticipate that it's going to make higher highs, and then we want to adjust the stop loss accordingly. But with the order that we did over here with the crypto gym, is we got triggered into the trade, it done a pullback, so it was running at a loss for maybe a few hours, and now it's done a nice movement to the upside, and now it looks like it's forming some type of wave 4, but we were able to move our stop loss in a logical manner that was originally down here. We said, right, there's no reason to keep it all the way down here. We either, at a minimum, put it to risk-free, or on the closing high, because this wave 4 should not close into this range, so that's a logical point. So now we're guaranteed a profit in worst case scenario. So if you want to find out more about the crypto gym, take the Elliott Wave Fibonacci Masterclass. I got a course, and you have to be a member of my private Telegram. Just do some of the foundation so you understand this. And then you have an opportunity to join the gym, right? Join the gym with me as a personal trainer. And this is the real vision of what we're doing now, is to see, can we give you a higher probability setup so you can really see what I'm doing on a day-by-day basis with BNB. That's the membership at the moment, and we'll take you to a whole new level. So take the Elliott Wave Fibonacci Masterclass. Today was a lot of detail, I know. And now it's all about just being patient. So like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and let's finish on a quote. The quote of the day today, I'll go with chapter 8 today. It's Henry Ford. It has been my observation that most people get ahead during the time that others waste. Now, why would you want a mentor or a coach or a trainer? Well, it's to get you there faster, to shorten the learning curve and get you there faster. So you're paying to save time, to get more convenience, and to have a higher probability of success. Now, I've been trading for over 15 years now, originally in the Forex markets, where I got featured in this best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008, but in crypto markets for 5 years. And momentum, pattern, price, and time apply incredibly well to cryptocurrency. And we'll see these patterns unfold time and time and time again. And today was day number 27 with Follow Me on BNB. Now we're going to be patient for the market to potentially move up further, wait for another correction, and let's look for compounding opportunities, because we want to ride the wave and maximize the wave, especially if it takes off. But it's also important to know that we don't know and we have no control. What we have control over is being the casino by identifying a high probability setup and then entering into that trade without hesitation or reservation, but with acceptable capital exposure, which means risk management. In other words, risk 2% or 3% to find out if you're right. If you are, we manage that position. If we're not, we get stopped out and we take a loss. That's just the art and the science of doing trading. And by the way, if you're just starting out, 1% and 2% is more than fine just to really get the technique. And the concept of the crypto gym is just think about yourself doing a squat for the first time in the gym. Well, you're not going to want to lift a heavy weight because you're going to do your back out. So you're going to want to get the technique correct first. And trading is the same. Want to get the technique, get the familiarity of everything going, and then move yourself to the next level. So we covered a lot of information. So join me tomorrow for day number 28 and follow me for BNB. And if you want the detail, you can join the crypto gym where we're sharing the charts, the images. I'm doing mini videos when there's important updates in between the day when I see them, and ABC corrections, and we just trade them. The trend is your friend. Ride it until its end, until it reaches this bend. And now it looks like we've got a trend reversal. Still early days, but potential major trend reversal. And if it takes off, we're going to have a 3 to 6 month trend on the upside. There's going to be lots of buying opportunities, and we're going to leverage those opportunities. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for day number 28, or follow me on BNB. See you then.